Welcome to yet another episode of Chili's Reviews. Due to COVID lockdowns, we all know the feeling of being trapped. No carefree travel, no hanging out with friends, no party or events. Can't go to movie theaters or concerts to clear up mind. In short, no access to outside physical world. The only escape to our mind nowadays is our phone, TV or laptop screens. Those are the only windows we have to feel the virtually outside world. Well, I can imagine the state of your mind. If you are tired of arguing with your parents, siblings, daily household and office work, why not binge watch something to lighten the mood or take time off from mundane daily life routine? Oh yes, I know you already have a Netflix subscription. However, many times we get paid subscriptions to watch our favorite shows on Netflix and end up being confused about what to watch next. Well, let us help you with this confusion. In this video, we are going to provide you with a list of 35 best binge-worthy Netflix original web series to freshen up your mind. These web series are only available on Netflix, and now let's begin the countdown. Jessica Jones. It is an American series created by Melissa Rosenberg based on the Marvel comic character of the same name. The show focuses on many dark topics such as rape, assault, and post-traumatic stress disorder aka PTSD. The unpredictable and broken superhero plotline makes this series unique and binge-worthy. Kristen Ritter has done a brilliant job in bringing this damaged, edgy, and complex character alive on screen. In terms of engagement, the show is impressive till season 2. Season 3 is little dull compared to previous seasons, but yet holds the attention of audience. Despite being a superhero drama, the best asset of this show is its relativity with normal people. Cable Girls. It is a Spanish period drama series created by Ramon Campos and Gemma Arniera. The series is set in the late 1920s. We see Ana Fernandez, Nadia de Santiago, Blanca Suarez and Maggie Civantos as lead characters. In 1928, a modern telecommunications company operates in Madrid. The series tells the story of 4 young women whose lives change after they work for this company, which offers them decent pay and some independence. All these women have their reasons to join this company. The series showcases the struggle and challenges working women faced in 20s Spain in male-dominated society. All the 4 lead characters depict various scenarios working women face in their lives. Despite being a period drama, we can still see such an example of women's exploitation in current society, which makes this series more relatable. Severe restrictions on women's rights and poor handling of their life issues are explained skillfully throughout the series. It's a beautiful journey of 4 strong and free-spirited women who leaves a mark with their decisions and take a stand against brutal societal norms. Altered Carbon. It is an American cyberpunk series created by Laeta Kalogridis and based on the 2002 novel of the same title by English author Richard K. Morgan. It is set over 300 years in the future. Society has been transformed by new technology. Cyborgs, interchangeable bodies, investigations, suspense and action. The entire experience is a rare cocktail to taste at least once. So give it a shot. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. It is an American supernatural horror series developed by Robert Aguirre Sacasa, based on the Archie comic book series of the same name. It sets the show in the fictional town of Greendale. It is a dark coming-of-age story that includes mystery, horror and witchcraft. It's a story of teen girl Sabrina Spellman, who must determine her dual nature as half witch, half mortal, while fighting the evil forces that threaten her, her family, and the daylight world humans inhabit. Witches, warlocks, scary creatures, humans, witch hunters, teenagers, and school lives. This story contains all. Sabrina's gifts, intellect and courage are perfectly represented by Kiernan Shipka through her performance. Even the supporting characters created magic on screen. The series created its bewitching world with its dark suspense and spellbinding plot, which is interesting and binge-worthy. Bridgerton. It is an American period drama series created by Chris Van Dusen. It is based on Julia Quinn's novels set in the competitive world of Regency era London's turn during the season when debutantes are presented at court. Unlike usual period novels, it sets Bridgerton in an alternative history with a racial integrated Regency era in London, where people of color are members of the turn, some with titles granted by sovereign. It centers on the Bridgerton family. Violet Dowager Countess Bridgerton, her 4 sons and her 4 daughters. The series explores the marriage market, scandals, gossips, expectations, family legacies, status, upbringing, values, suspense, sacrifice, romance, and loyalties. The series is full of colors, music, royal costumes, heavy jewelry, lavish ballrooms, and high on emotions. Phoebe Dynevor and Regina Page as Daphne and Duke of Hastings have created magic on screen. It's absolutely a treat to watch them as this young and madly in love couple. Their screen presence and on-screen chemistry are excellent. All the leading and supporting characters justified their roles perfectly. The story is well crafted and remarkably depicted on screen. The only flaw of the series is that it's quite predictable. This series will make you believe in true love, and the phrase true love conquers all because of various parallel romantic stories, but it will keep you engaged till the end and is absolutely binge-worthy. The Haunting of Hill House. It is an American supernatural horror drama series created and directed by Mike Flanagan. It is loosely based on the 1959 novel of the same name by Shirley Jackson. It's a story of 5 siblings and whose paranormal experiences at Hill House continue to haunt them in the present day. And the flashbacks illustrate events leading up to the eventful night in 1992 when the family fled from the house. The series is a perfect blend of horror and psychological journey of each character. How these disturbing events from their childhood shaped their current personalities. No cheap jump scares or usually ugly ghosts. Despite being a horror series, the director surprises you with its unique style of storytelling. All the lead characters and director created an intellectual masterpiece which everyone should experience at least once. Creators launched the second series recently, Haunting of Bly Manor, where we can see the same cast portraying different characters. House of Cards. House of Cards is an American political thriller series created by Bill Willimon. It is an adaptation of 1990 BBC miniseries of the same name and based on the 1989 novel of the same name by Michael Dobbs. It is set in Washington, D.C. and is the story of Congressman Frank Underwood, played by Kevin Spacey, a Democrat from South Carolina's 5th Congressional District and House Majority Whip, and his equally determined wife, Claire Underwood, played by Robin Wright. Frank is neglected for appointment as Secretary of State, so he initiates a detailed plan to attain power, aided by his equally ambitious wife Claire. The series deals with the themes of ruthless politics and power play, also the voracious behavior of white collars and politicians. The whole plot of the series is based on expediency, manipulations, betrayals, power games, horse trading, negotiations and compromises. This series will not disappoint you on any scale when it comes to politics. Not even a single move is spontaneous. everything or every move made by all the characters has some sort of calculation and agenda behind it for personal gain. We often come across such people in real life many times. And watching such characters on screen also provides many dimensions to it. As the name suggests, how fragile this game is, just like House of Cards. One small wind or mistake and all the efforts are shattered. After watching this series, one might think twice before putting trust in people in powerful positions. Quite interesting till the end. Russian Doll. Russian Doll is an American comedy drama series created by Natasha Lyonne, Leslie Headland, and Amy Poehler. The series tells the story of a woman named Nadia Bulgakov, played by Lyonne, a game developer who, on her journey as the guest of honor at an unavoidable party one night in New York City, dies repeatedly and relives the same night in an ongoing time loop. On her mission to solve this mystery, she meets a man, Alan Zaveri, in experiencing the same thing, portrayed by Charlie Barnett in a different event. Russian Doll makes us imagine all possible chances a person can get to change their self-controlled lives. People often create a strong bubble and always find comfort in it. But your actions can change someone else's life completely. This series is a self-exploration journey of two strong characters, and the audience may find themselves somewhere in similar situations. As the name suggests, a person is full of layers, and it's important to understand a real version of yourself and find a connection with others. The overall plot of the series is very beautifully and delicately crafted. Each thread reveals itself, and that's the beauty of this series. Daredevil. Daredevil is an American series created by Drew Goddard based on the Marvel comic character of the same name. Charlie Cox is in the lead role of Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, a blind lawyer who leads a double life as the vigilante Daredevil. It's really hard to imagine Charlie Cox as a superhero if you know him by his previous performance as in Stardust. But he did really excellent work as a Daredevil, to the extent that it's hard to imagine someone else in this role. In the initial season's showrunner, Steven DeKnight has done outstanding work in developing this character. Rather than looking at him as an invincible superhero, we also feel the vulnerable side of him. His sensitive Catholic makes him religious and believer, has a real job as being a lawyer that makes him unique from rest of the Marvel characters. A blind human being with impeccable martial arts skills and heightened senses is a unique experience to watch. Even the choice of color palette in cinematography is very thoughtful. The significant use of red, black, which is the signature color of his costume, brings out all those grey zones of that character. Supporting characters are great, intellectually smart, and not as dumb as usual superhero stories. Even the supervillain Wilson Fisk makes the overall plot of the series valuable. Money Heist. Money Heist, in Spanish La Casa de Papel, meaning the House of Paper, is a Spanish heist crime drama series created by Alex Pina. The series shows two long-prepared heists led by Professor, played by Alvaro Morth, one on the Royal Mint of Spain and one on the Bank of Spain. It is set in Madrid. A mysterious man known as the Professor recruits a group of 8 people who choose cities for codenames. This group carries out an ambitious plan that involves entering the Royal Mint of Spain in Season 1 and the Bank of Spain in Season 2 and escapes with billions of money. They often take people hostage. The team plans to remain inside the place for certain days as they deal with elite police forces. A mastermind, cool team and money. We have seen this all in Ocean series and even in Italian Job. This whole concept is not new to audience, but the only thing that sets this series apart is heist or hostages. Overall, we see everything is well executed in the series and does not go wrong at any point. Somehow the audience is forced to fall in love with people involved in the heist, and all people inside the system are shown as either corrupt or with some shady past to hide from public. Money Heist is interesting to watch till the end. But how criminals are portrayed as heroes is lame. Showing government compromised and carrying out the heist with perfection is the overall theme of the series. How this team carry out heist despite being under pressure is very skillfully executed till the end. In terms of intellectual and emotional scale, this show excelled to impress the audience. The Witcher. Netflix's new show The Witcher is an adaptation of very popular novel series by Polish writer Andrzej Sapkowski. It is set in medieval period on a landmass known as the Continent. The show follows the story of three lead characters, Geralt of Rivia, sorceress Yennefer of Youngerberg, and young princess Cirilia, who are linked by destiny. A grey-haired descendant who is always kept under protection and is left alone in brutal realities of the world to fulfill her destiny by finding Geralt. Cirilia is portrayed superbly by young artist Freya Allan. You will instantly fall in love with lead character Witcher, who's brave, somber, has supernatural physique and reticent with deep strong voice, and deals with negativity of the world every day but yet managed to be this kind and vulnerable man. Henry Cavill did an excellent job as Geralt of Rivia. You cannot imagine anyone else portraying this role. He's just perfect fit for this role. On his journey, Geralt falls in love with a beautiful and cunning sorceress Yennefer of Youngerberg. Yennefer is one of the strongest mages on the continent, who has violet eyes, black hair, and always dressed in black. The smoky chemistry between Geralt and Yennefer is beautifully revealed in the series. The transformation of Yennefer from malformed, ugly, unwanted girl to an amazing, beautiful, and powerful sorceress is well performed by actress Anya Chalotra. The Witcher is full of mystical creatures, magic, sorcerers, domination, and a very interesting political plot. All the supportive characters along with lead performers have done a great job. The narrative makes this series even more interesting to watch. Just like any other shows in initial episodes, describe the orientation of each character. In the beginning, you are involved in the journey of these characters, but after episode 4, you realize that the events are not happening at the same time. This makes the series even more engaging to watch until the end to reveal each thread of the stories one by one. The suspense and the character which are linked by destiny and how they'll cross their path is really exciting. 13 Reasons Why. It is an American teen drama developed by Brian Yorkey based on 2007 novel of the same name by Jay Asher. The series revolves around the lives of teenagers at the fictional Liberty High School. One day, a high school student, Clay Jensen, receives a set of 7 tapes recorded by his friend and crush Hannah Baker, who committed suicide. On the tapes, Hannah disclosed an intensely disturbing audio diary detailing the 13 reasons why she committed suicide, with each person being represented on a tape. The plot of the series not only reveals the mystery of suicide but also explores a wide range of social issues teenagers face nowadays. The increasing number of suicide, sexual assaults, bullying, racism, mental health, drug addiction, alcoholism, domestic violence, homophobia, deportation, police brutality, steroid use, homelessness, HIV, abortion, and school shootings. All scenarios are covered throughout the series with various examples. All the lead characters have done an excellent job and the overall screenplay of the series is engaging. Despite being a teenage drama, the content is really brutally and certainly close to reality. We often see these examples of news or some magazine stories and safely presume that such things never happen around us. But this series makes the audience aware of many things in current society which we always overlook that needs to be addressed and processed properly in today's social structure. The Umbrella Academy. The Umbrella Academy is an American superhero series based on the comic book series of the same name written by Gerard Way. created by Steve Blackman and developed by Jeremy Slater. It is set in a universe where 43 women around the world give birth simultaneously on October 1st, 1989. 7 of the children are adopted by peculiar billionaire Sir Reginald Hargreaves and raised them as a superhero team that he calls the Umbrella Academy. The plot of the series revolves around this dysfunctional family of adopted sibling superheroes who reunites after their father died to solve the mystery of death and the threat of an approaching apocalypse. This series is a complete roller coaster ride experience. It has everything you're looking for, that is mystery, suspense, superheroes, science fiction, time travel, fantasy, dark comedy, drug addiction, emotional trauma, love story, action, everything. Despite being this emotional cocktail, series does not lose its grip till the end. This series is like a must-have outfit in your wardrobe. Everyone has to watch it. Sense8. Sense8 is an American science fiction drama series created by Lana and Lily Wachowski and J. Michael Straczynski. The series tells the story of 8 strangers from different parts of the world who are chosen to be in the cluster of sunsets, that is, human beings who are mentally and emotionally linked. To justify the plot, the series has multinational ensembled cast with AML Amin, Duna Bay, Jamie Clayton, Tina Desai, Tuppence Middleton, Max Riemelt, Michael Angel Silvestre and Brian J. Smith portraying the lead roles. The whole concept of the series is brilliant and well executed on screen. As human beings, we are all fascinated by the fact of being able to feel or understand other human beings. This series exactly explores that fantasy from all possible angles. Just imagine being able to travel virtually around the world without physically leaving your place, but also being able to feel, taste, experience different places. The way this concept is described is remarkable. The way this cluster sense and communicate with one another and how they share their knowledge, language, skills and feelings is really interesting to watch till the end. The overall concept development of the series is simply a work of genius. Atypical. It is an American comedy drama series created by Rabia Rashid. The series revolves around the life of 18-year-old Sam Gardner, played by Keir Gilchrist, who has an autism spectrum disorder, is obsessed with Antarctica and loves penguins. The series focuses on Sam and his struggle to live an independent life. The overall concept is unique and hence keeps the interest till the end as an audience. The series runs multiple plot lines in parallel. How Sam's life is connected to his friends, family, and his therapist. These multiple subplots maintain the realism and innocence of the screenplay. This show effortlessly attracts your attention and somehow makes us realize the challenges of atypical people and their families, educates us, and brings awareness for people on the spectrum on a social and emotional scale. While handling such a sensitive topic, the overall plot of the series is kept light-hearted, supportive, and friendly. Overall, it's a lovely experience to watch this series. The Bodyguard. Bodyguard is a British police political thriller series created and written by Jade Mercurio. The series tells the story of Police Sergeant David Burke, played by Richard Madden, a British Afghanistan war veteran suffering from PTSD, who is now working for the Royalty and Specialist Protection Branch of London's Metropolitan Police Service. Later, he is assigned as the Principal Protection Officer for the ambitious Home Secretary Julia Montague, played by Kelly House, whose politics he hates. Her political ambition and her divisive Snoopers Charter RIPA 18 bill, which compromises civil liberties, leaves her with many rivals. As the story unravels, series explores many issues regarding the debate around government monitoring of private information and its regulation, and also on PTSD. The overall plot of the series is enthralling. It's a treat to watch Richard Madden playing David. He vindicated the intensity required for the role. In one of the scenes, he's shown choking Julia during a PTSD attack. His struggle to overcome the condition and at the same time focusing on work is challenging, and we can see and feel the same on screen, which clearly defines the level of performance given by Richard Madden. Julia Montague adds that mystery element which is required in the storyline, and whether to trust this character or doubt it. Overall, the series is a constructive, slow-burning thriller, so it's a must-watch. Never Have I Ever. It is an American coming-of-age comedy drama series starring Maitreyi Ramakrishnan and created by Mindy Kaling and Lang Fisher. The screenplay is partially based on Kaling's childhood in Boston area. The series is mainly narrated by professional tennis player John McEnroe, with one of the episodes narrated by Andy Samberg. The series tells a story of Indian-American 15-year-old high school student Devi Vishwakumar, played by Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, from Sherman Oaks, Los Angeles, who's trying to cope up with the death of her father after Devi's father, Mohan, played by Sendil Ramamurthy, passes away. Devi loses the use of her legs for 3 months. The following year, Devi decides to deal with her grief and wants to change her social status. The narration of the series is beautifully written, keeping all the innocence and sentiments alive. Even all the characters and orientation is very delicately handled. Despite having an Indian background, the screen presence is not relatively loud. We all can see the struggle, pain and grief Devi is handling at such a young age with so much dignity. Her clashes with her mother, friends and even with surrounding world are genuinely shown. Trying to run away from the pain instead of processing it is the simplest solution we all can find. Series deals with grief, trauma, Indian identity and self-discoveries with absolute grace. Lead performer Maitreyi Ramakrishnan will steal your heart with her performance. All the supporting characters are equally outstanding and all the performers did splendid work to bring out these characters alive on screen. Dead to Me. It is an American dark comedy series created by Liz Feldman and executively produced by Feldman, Will Ferrell, Adam McKay and Jessica Alba. The series tells the story of 2 grieving women who bond during therapy. Jen, a real estate agent based in Laguna Beach, California, who recently widowed and lost her husband by hit-and-run driver. Jen is trying to cope up with loss of her husband through exercise, music and other methods. She meets Judy in a grief group who claims her fiancé died of heart attack. Both these characters struggle differently with their loss, as Jen often gets anger issues and Judy tries to maintain a positive temperament. Soon these characters find a deep bond and connection. The series is beautifully written and must say well executed on screen. The deep emotions, crawling suspense and mystery is the biggest asset of the screenplay. The narrative is unapologetically dark, deals with betrayal, crime, patriarchy, middle-aged women and grief. 2 leads, Christina Applegate and Linda Cardellini, did an excellent job in bringing out these characters alive. Dead to Me is a rare cocktail of emotions and is a must-watch series. Orange is the New Black. Orange is the New Black is an American comedy drama series created by Jenji Kahan. The series is based on Piper Carmen's memoir Orange is the New Black, My Year in a Women's Prison 2010, about her experiences at Minimum Security Federal Prison. The series revolves around Piper Chapman, played by Taylor Schilling, a woman in her 30s living in New York City who is sentenced to 15 months in Litchfield Penitentiary, a minimum security women's federal prison in upstate New York. Chapman was convicted of transporting a suitcase full of drug money for her girlfriend Alex Voss, played by Laura Prepon, an international drug smuggler. The series focuses on many issues such as brutality, corruption, racial discrimination, health, safety measures of prisoners, ethical responsibility as a correction institution. We go through this whole roller coaster ride as an audience. All lead characters have done splendid work. We can see their struggle as women in society and even in prison. It's not just about US based prisons. The state of prison is everywhere the same, or rather worse. This show is an eye-opener in its own way and somehow manages to be the brilliant women's prison series, which draws the attention of audience to these neglected issues in societal structure. The OA. The OA is an American mystery drama with science fiction, supernatural and fantasy elements, created and produced by Brit Marling and Zal Batminglage. The series tells the story of a young woman named Prairie Johnson, missing for 7 years, turns up at hospital with strange scars on her back, calls herself the OA and can see, despite having been blind before her disappearance. She refuses to tell her disappearance story to the police and her adoptive parents. Instead, she assembles a team of 5 locals, 4 high school students and a teacher, to whom she reveals her life story. She asks for their help to save the other missing people, whom she claims she can rescue by opening a portal to another dimension. The series is full of mystery, imaginative stories, multiple dimension travels. Creators brilliantly executed the narrative. Multiple universes and their correlation with near-death experiences are extraordinary. The body movements are funny. The show is a unique experience to watch, like solving puzzles and playing strategic mystery games, but effortlessly engaging. The show has a weird way to zone you out from your real world. Ozark. Ozark is an American crime drama series created by Bill Dubuque and Mark Williams, directed and produced by Jason Bateman. The plot of the series revolves around a married couple who relocate their family to the Ozarks for money laundering. Series stars Jason Bateman as Martin, aka Marty Bird, a financial advisor who launders money for a Mexican drug cartel, and Laura Linney as Wendy Bird, his wife. The series begins with Marty's money laundering partner messing up with Mexican drug cartel's money, and Marty proposes to make amends by offering to set up a bigger laundering operation in Lake of the Ozarks region of central Missouri. Marty suddenly relocates his family from Chicago suburb of Naperville to remote summer resort community of Osage Beach, Missouri. When the Birds arrive in Missouri, they become entwined with local criminals, including the Langmore and Snell families, and later the Kansas City Mafia. The series is not like usual crime drama with page-turner suspense at the end of each episode or high-speed thriller. The pace of the series is just like money laundering process, quiet and dark. Not even a single character is straight in this series. They're snoopy, shady, suspicious, unreliable, and smart. The only goal for Bird is survival. Jason Bateman did splendid work as mature artist. Even as a director, he managed to keep the complexity of the storyline intact, especially the concept of being part of criminal activities and perfectly happy family image in public intellectual. Marty's strategic mind and presence of mind is treat to watch. Even the theme and cinematography adds that finishing touch to make this series a classic crime drama. Stranger Things. It is an American science fiction horror series created by the Duffer brothers, Matt Duffer and Ross Duffer. It is set in 1980s in the fictional rural town of Hawkins, Indiana. The show begins with the investigation into disappearance of a young boy and the appearance of a girl with psychokinetic abilities. The nearby Hawkins National Lab secretly does experiments into the paranormal and supernatural world involving human test subjects, which created a portal into an alternative dimension, the Upside Down. upside down entities start crawling into the real world and start to affect the unknowing residents of Hawkins. The series tells the story of how these children and their family fights against supernatural events and rescue the world with all possible sacrifices. Suspense, psychokinetic abilities, science fiction, alternate dimension, friendship, horror, mystery, and 80s pop culture. This series has all. Multiple parallel subplots makes the narrative even more engaging. And the show is well executed on the screen with child sensibilities. All the child actors have done amazing work, especially Millie Bobby Brown as Eleven. Visual effects are stunning. The show is surprisingly addictive and creates its dark universe. It is a must-watch show on Netflix. Maniac. Maniac is an American psychological dark comedy drama miniseries. Created by Patrick Somerville, directed by Cary Joji Fukunaga, and is loosely based on the novel and television series of the same name by Espen P. A. Larvag, Hakon Bastmosij, Jetil Indregard, and Ole Marius Araldson. Maniac tells the story of two strangers, Annie Landsberg, played by Emma Stone, and Owen Milgren, played by Jonah Hill, who connect during a mind-bending pharmaceutical trial conducted by Nebudyne Pharmaceutical Biotech and overseen by their scientist Dr. James K. Mantlare and Azumi Fujita. Wow! A woman with borderline personality disorder who lives unhealthily on her relationships and the son of wealthy family who potentially has schizophrenia finds a connection during a pharmaceutical experiment where scientists believe in fixing mind like a hard drive. Who could have imagined such a concept? It's a delight to see Emma and Owen in lead roles, and they have created magic on screen. Especially Owen, after losing weight, he's handsome and cute at the same time. So many dimensions, personalities, emotions of the same person, different timelines, different worlds and scenarios, but still find their way to connect and understand each other to overcome the condition they were going through. It's a masterpiece. Just go and watch. Annie with an E. Annie with an A is a Canadian series adapted from Lucy Maud Montgomery's 1908 classic work of children's literature, Annie of Green Gables. It was created by Moira Walley Beckett. It is set in the late 19th century in the fictional town of Avonlea on Prince Edward Island. It tells the story of 13-year-old orphan girl Annie Shirley, who is mistakenly sent to two old siblings, Matthew and Marilla Cuthbert, who had originally intended to adopt a boy to help them on their farm. It tells the life journey of how Annie, her way through life with Cuthberts in school and within the town of Avonlea. This whole series is a work of art and gave life to Annie from novels. Her intelligence, problem-solving abilities, and imagination are beautifully described by the young actress Amybeth McNulty. Even all the child actors in this show did splendid work. This whole show is like a fresh breeze on the seashore. It's inspirational, fresh, positive, and captivating. Despite being a period drama, the narrative is much more progressive and ahead of its time. The delicate issues like orphaning, child abandonment, gender inequality, racism, religion, and freedom of speech are brilliantly handled. The simplicity of direction is the best and the plus point of this show, and everyone just going to love it. You will never find a better novel adaptation than this. This is the most authentic show ever made. Glow. Glow is an American comedy drama series created by Liz Flaherty and Carly Mensch. The series is based on fictionalization of the characters and gimmicks of the 1980s syndicated women's professional wrestling circuit Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, or Glow, founded by David McLean. The story begins in Los Angeles in 1985. A struggling actress, Ruth Wilder, who who is desperate to jumpstart her career, receives a casting call for a new unconventional show. She auditions along with many other women in a professional wrestling promotion called the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, GLOW. Despite being a talented and hardworking actress, nothing seems to work for Ruth. Making matters worse, her affair with husband of her only best friend Debbie. Because of this, the other women know her as a homewrecker. Later, Debbie also becomes part of the show. Throughout the series, plot follows the personal and professional lives of fictional show's many cast and crew as they navigate the 1980s in Southern California and Southern Nevada. The show brings the spotlight on many aspects of lives of artists. Their struggle as an artist, efforts to bring a new show on television, backstage lives of performers. Despite being a struggling show, it's inspirational. We can see the efforts of the creator and all the actors. Elias Grace. Elias Grace is a Canadian miniseries directed by Mary Harron and written by Sarah Polley, based on Margaret Atwood's 1996 novel of the same name. It is set in the mid-19th century and tells the story of celebrated murderess Grace Mark, who has been imprisoned for murder for past 15 years while her co-conspirator James McDermott was hanged. The series reveals the events of infamous 1843 murders of Thomas Kinnear and his housekeeper Nancy Montgomery in Canada West. How these two servants of the Kinnear household, Grace Marks and James McDermott, were convicted of the crime. McDermott was hanged and Marks was sentenced to life imprisonment. Dr. Simon Jordan, a psychiatrist, is hired to do a psychiatric evaluation of Grace. Though she has no memory of the actual murders, she tells Dr. Jordan about immigrating from Ireland to Canada and finding employment as a maid. Despite being a mystery drama, this series showcases many aspects of society in the 19th century. How easy it was to accuse someone of a crime and put a label on people, maid culture and poor human rights in society. This show also makes us realize how much distance today's law enforcement system has traveled. This whole narrative forces audience to look at the criminals from a sociological point of view. Mary Harron created a masterpiece with this slow-crawling, sinking emotional journey. Sarah Gadon gave a remarkable performance in displaying layers of Grace's psyche. The series is a captivating experience. We can feel all the emotions under our skin. Unbelievable. Unbelievable is an American drama miniseries starring Toni Collette, Merritt Weaver and Kathleen Dever. It is based on a series of rapes in Washington State, Colorado and a 2015 news article, An Unbelievable Story of Rape, written by T. Christian Miller and Ken Armstrong. The show follows two parallel subplots of 2008 to 2011 Washington and Colorado serial rape cases. The first plot focuses on one of the victims, Mary, a teenager who was charged with lying about having been raped, while the second plot focuses on the two detectives on the investigation of these rapes. How these two cross paths with each other and make a difference. Unbelievable goes into all those uncomfortable places, gossiping, false accusing, the pressure of conformity, loneliness, psychological trauma, and crime. All the female lead characters are motivating. In a society where women are always objectified irrespective of their orientation, how these women reform themselves despite their sufferings and situation is marvelous. The show focuses on many issues and their effects on individuals and society. Unorthodox. Unorthodox is a German-American drama. This is the first Netflix series to be primarily in Yiddish and is inspired by Deborah Feldman's 2012 autobiography, Unorthodox, the scandalous rejection of my Hasidic roots. The show tells the story of a 19-year-old Jewish woman, Esti, who was born into the insular religious Satmar Hasidic dynasty, sect of a Hasidic Judaism in Brooklyn, where the primary language is Yiddish. She is living unhappily with a virtual stranger in an arranged marriage among an ultra-Orthodox community in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, New York City. After being trapped in a dysfunctional marriage and getting pregnant, she realized she wanted something more for her child and planned an escape from the community. The whole narrative of the series is portrayed with utmost sensitivity and authenticity. Shira Haas as Esti has given a poignant performance, especially showcasing her struggle in finding herself in an open society. Everyone can relate to her struggle. To address it and process it constructively is motivating. This story could be the story of any woman coming from tight-knit community that is not consistent with the Western world's individualistic beliefs and trying to find her way in the world. The show also brings the spotlight on Hasidic Judaism, which is new to many parts of the world. We all need such shows with fresh content and positive outlooks. The Queen's Gambit. The Queen's Gambit is an American coming-of-age period drama miniseries based on Walter Tevis' 1983 novel of the same name. It was written and directed by Scott Frank and Alan Scott. The series begins in the mid-1950s and proceeds into the 60s. It tells the story of an orphan chess prodigy, Elizabeth Harmon, aka Beth, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, during her mission to become the world's greatest chess player while struggling with emotional drug and alcohol addiction. The series is a masterpiece on different scales. Taylor-Joy gave a brilliant performance as Beth. The cinematography, writing, and technical accuracy of chess are astounding. As an audience, there is a lot to learn from this story. The series not only brings out constructive feminism, but also showcases the preparation and dedication required for a player to excel in a game. The story is a beautiful cocktail of emotions, sports, fashion, and Russia-America relationship in 60s. The Queen's Gambit is a masterpiece and can only be experienced. Narcos. Narcos is an American crime drama series created and produced by Chris Brancato, Carlo Bernard, and Doug Miro. The initial 2 seasons of the show are set in Colombia and are based on the story of drug king Pablo Escobar, who became a billionaire through the production and distribution of cocaine. It also centers on the Escobar's interactions with drug lords, Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA agents, and various opposition entities. Season 3 describes the world after the fall of Escobar and continues to follow the DEA as they try to shut down the rise of notorious Cali cartel. Well, not sure about the drugs, but the show is addictive. It's brutal, ruthless, intense, and brilliant. The overall cast is outstanding, and the narrative of the show is detailed and mature. The show does not hesitate to show the dirty sides of the crime and corruption. Despite being a crime drama, this showcases the deep impact of these crimes on culture, society, country, and children. The makers did an excellent job with the screenplay. It's well studied and brought down the entire complex impact of years in just mere episodes. Writing is crisp and shot with absolute clarity. Narcos is a showstopper and one of the finest shows ever made. The Crown. It is a historical drama series about the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, created and principally written by Peter Morgan. The show describes the life of Queen Elizabeth II from her wedding in 1947 to Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, until the early 21st century. The first season covers the events up to 1955, from Elizabeth's marriage to Philip, Duke of Edinburgh in 1947, with Winston Churchill resigning as Prime Minister and Queen's sister Princess Margaret deciding not to marry Peter Townsend. The second season covers the period from Suez Crisis in 1956 to the retirement of Prime Minister Harold Macmillan in 1963 and the birth of Prince Edward in 1964. The third season covers 1964 to 1977. beginning with Harold Wilson's election as Prime Minister and ending with Queen's Silver Jubilee to accession to British throne. Also covering Edward Heath's time as Prime Minister and introduces Camilla Shand. The fourth season spans 1977 to 1990 and includes Margaret Thatcher's tenure as Prime Minister and Lady Diana Spencer's marriage to Prince Charles, along with births of Prince William and Harry, the Falkland War, and Michael Fagan's break-in at Buckingham Palace. The show is grand with powerful performances, lavish cinematography, and top-notch locations. So much attention is paid to details and events in history. It is one of the best shows ever made on the life of Queen Elizabeth II. Despite being the most influential figure throughout the history, Queen always has managed to remain the most confidential person. This show not only focuses on her lifestyle, but also forces the audience to look at her as an individual and a married woman with a life in social service. Depicts sacrifices, challenges, devotion, sense of duty, and the amount of strength required to be in such a position physically as well as mentally. The show is a work of art, cleverly written, and can be treated as a peek from a small window into the lives of British royals. Mindhunter. Mindhunter is an American psychological crime thriller series created by Joe Penhall based on the true crime book Mindhunter inside the FBI's elite serial crime unit, written by John A. Douglas and Mark Alchiker. It revolves around FBI agents Holden Ford, played by Jonathan Groff, and Bill Tench, played by Holt McCallany, along with psychologist Wendy Carr, played by Anna Torv, who operates the FBI's Behavioral Science Unit within the training division at the FBI Academy in Quantico, Virginia. They interview imprisoned serial killers to understand how they think, with the hope of applying this knowledge to solve ongoing cases. The human mind has always been a subject of interest for many centuries. Doing the profiling of convicted criminal minds is even bigger challenge. This amazing approach is brought with absolute curiosity in front of the audience. The orientation of criminal mind and sociological aspects and their impact on their mind within the system is fascinating. When They See Us. It is an American crime drama miniseries created, co-written and directed by Ava DuVernay. The series is based on events of April 19, 1989, Central Park jogger case in New York City, and explores the lives and families of 5 suspects who were falsely accused, then prosecuted on charges related to the rape. The 5 juveniles were males of color. Each youth was convicted by juries of various charges related to the assault. 4 were convicted of rape. The series showcases injustice, racism, and politics. How easily accusations were made, pieces of evidences were twisted, and the punishments were passed to these young boys because of their background. The criminals are born a certain way or created by society has always been a topic of debate. But such examples makes us question the current law enforcement and its exploitation. This series not only examines systematic racism but also its effects on society. It's still easy to sit at home and watch all these things on screen and imagine. But this is based on true events that happened in some part of the world and changed these people's lives completely. This series will leave you speechless and certainly disturbed for some days. Black Mirror. It is a British dystopian science fiction anthology series created by Charlie Brooker. The show is created based on modern society, particularly concerning the unexpected consequences of new technologies. All episodes are separate, usually set in an unconventional present or the near future, often with a dark and satirical tone, although some are more experimental and lighter. The show uses technology as a source of paranoia, and the stories explore the collective anxious state of mind of the world. Each story features its own extraordinary cast and mystifying characters. It's a blast of emotions, and with the latest social media technological trends, it's not hard to find its effect on mental health of people. We can all sense this can happen with an overdose of technology. Increased anxiety and mental health issues are now new challenges in front of the world. Creators did excellent work to make content genuine and twisted genius. Every episode will leave you with a pinch and squealing. Black Mirror is a unique experience to watch. It's dark, creepy, thrilling, brilliant, and fresh at the same time. Dark. It is a German science fiction thriller series co-created by Baron Bo Odar and Janji Fries. The show is set in fictional German town of Winden. In the aftermath of a child disappearance, characters follow, bringing to light the fractured relationships, double lives, and the dark paths of 4 families living there, and unfurling a mystery that spans 4 generations. Dark is a brilliant chemistry of compounds: mystery, thriller, suspense, crime, science fiction, apocalypse, love story, time travel, parallel worlds. This show contains everything. The show is so engaging that it's hard to leave any episode in between. The cast is amazing, being top-notch cinematography, and despite being a complex plot, creator handled it with absolute clarity. The show is beyond imagination and is simply magnificent. Watching this show is a lifetime experience, so just go and watch. If you like these recommendations, then don't waste your time and press the subscription button below and share the video. Thank you.